Konami, I forgive you for all the crimes you've committed over the years. I absolve you for the pachinko slop you've constantly released, for letting all your big franchises sleep. But you have been taking massive steps towards redemption, and you have reawakened, much like Dracula reawakens every other Tuesday. After what feels like an eternity, we're finally getting a brand new entry in the Castlevania series. I don't mean another add-on to Lords of Shadow. I don't mean some weird mobile quality game that throws a bunch of classic characters in it. I don't mean Castlevania characters being added into other properties. I don't mean another collection. Having said that, where's my 3D Castlevania collection? No, I mean a brand new entry into the classic Castlevania series. And as an added bonus, a maybe sort of brand new Belmont character. What a time to be alive. What's funny is that people kept asking me, hey, are you going to stream the State of Play? And I was like, nah, it's just going to be a bunch of random indie games. And then they dropped Castlevania on me. Wow. Thank you. So let's talk about all the details and what it could mean, and could this possibly be the return of a long-lost Belmont character? This new game is Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Let me start by being a little nitpicky and a little overly critical for just one moment. How many times are we going to use the words curse in a title? We already have Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. We already have Castlevania Curse of Darkness. And now we have Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Why not Belmont's Legacy? Then again, we already have Legacy of Darkness, so never mind. What do I know? All the words have already been used. In the trailer, we see this new character that I saw some people on social media claim the trailer stated it was Trevor. It's completely wrong. Go back and rewatch the trailer. It's clearly a female character. It's already been confirmed officially that it's a new character. And we do see Trevor in the trailer, though. He's reading the letter where the King of France is asking for his help. And we know it's Trevor because, look at him. That's him. He's got the scar over his eye. It can't be anyone else. It's Trevor. And I immediately love the influence from other Castlevania sources. This game seems to use a lot of those bright red hues, which is a color scheme used very artistically in that first Castlevania Netflix series. And the second Castlevania Netflix series, Nocturne, takes place in France, which this game also happens to take place in. France has never really been a setting in a Castlevania game before, and in fact, they don't usually say specifically where you are in most of the games, besides some general region. So that's very obvious influence from the Netflix series, and I know some fans of classic Castlevania aren't too in love with the Lords of Shadow reimagining. Overall, I love that new vision of Castlevania, with the exception of Lord of Shadow 2. I don't think it quite hit the landing. Having said that, the design of the main weapon, the combat cross in Lords of Shadow, always looked awesome. And that's been sort of adapted into the classic vampire killer now. The first time I think was Simon and Richter in Smash Brothers, and now that design is crossing back over into the mainline classic series with Belmont's Curse. Huge improvement over the original vampire killer, which is just a regular looking whip. Visually, the new design is just better, so let's keep that. The combat does look a bit like the style from Mirror of Fate, more Lords of Shadow elements. This is what I've been waiting for from Castlevania for years, among other things. The classic era with some influence from all the new stuff that's come out. But there is something enormous hidden within the trailer. The main reason I even wanted to make this video to begin with. That many fans have already picked up on, instantly in fact. And before I get into this topic, I do want to clarify that I might be completely wrong about this. I might be completely wrong about this in like a week when Konami reveals more information about the game. But we have to work with what we have now. Why didn't they tell us the name of this new character? Why are they only referring to her as Trevor's successor? No name drop. They weren't like, hey, this is Emily Belmont's first name I could think of. Could it be because her identity is a really big deal and they want to drive speculation with videos like this to build hype? Well, Konami, well played. Here's your speculation video. Could this character, in fact, be a lost Belmont from a forgotten game? This wouldn't be the first time it's happened. Let's not forget the canceled Dreamcast Castlevania Resurrection, starring Victor Belmont, a character that never saw the light of day. He never officially existed in a finished game, until he was brought back from the ashes of cancellation as an in-canon character for Lords of Shadow 2, with a reimagining. Could this new character be his missing half, Sonia Belmont, the other character from Resurrection. But let's go back further to the Game Boy, because that's where fans know her from best. Sonia was the main character in the Game Boy Castlevania Legends, which is not considered canon to the main series for multiple reasons that are not important to this video. It just clashes with everything the series has established. But I do think picking the era of Belmont's curse surrounding Trevor was done very much on purpose. In the original Game Boy game, it ends with a very strong implication that Trevor Belmont was her baby. One big problem with Legends was the fact that Dracula's first big battle against humanity didn't happen until Trevor. So Legends couldn't have possibly happened within the classic Castlevania story as we know it. So how do you bring her back into the timeline in an official canon way? You reimagine her as the child of Trevor Belmont and Sypha, from mother character to daughter character. And the game supports that theory, considering it takes place only 23 years after Dracula's curse. So we know it's not like a grandchild, it's a daughter. Not to mention the strong physical similarity to Sonia, long blonde hair in a braid, and Legends is the only time we've played as a female Belmont. And now there's a new one. This is a reimagined Sonia, and they're waiting to reveal that officially. It's gotta be, and I love it. If it's not, it makes no sense why they made her look like her. They did it on purpose. And I'm wondering if Dracula is even going to be the villain again, because he was just defeated twice in the last 23 years before this game. Don't forget Curse of Darkness. I had to think about the name for a second. With Hector and Trevor, which was like 3 years after Dracula's curse. That is 2 Dracula defeats. So that whole he resurrects every 100 years, that's been out the window. And we know the developers of Dead Cells are working on the game, which I still haven't played. I know. I always get crap for it. I've had it forever. I just haven't touched it. It's in the eternal backlog. Either way, I'm so pumped for this game to come out. It's also been confirmed this isn't even everything. It's just one of many new announcements that are yet to be revealed. I can't even imagine what else we're going to get. I'm hoping for some from the ground up remakes of old Castlevania games. A big open world one. Let's do it all. Why not? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is Sonia or some original character inspired by her? And am I going to have to make a fully updated, improved canon version of the Castlevania timeline? Are you guys going to make me do that? Tell me in the comments. That's the video. I'd also like to give a big shout out to my Patreon members. Your continued support keeps these videos coming. If you'd like your name up here too, get access to exclusive sneak peeks, progress updates, and watch my video before the rest of the world, go to patreon.com/GamerThumbTV or click the link in the description to get started. Without support from viewers like you, my content creation journey would simply not be possible. Thank you.